are you doing? I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for pressing play and being a part of our growing community here. This is the BTC Podcast, where it's all about conversations, innovation, and of course, just talking to our favorite local and international guests. And our episode today is nothing short of the ones that we've had before. Like the BTC Francistown Marathon, and we're talking about the after party, which is also coming very soon, and we are counting down. My name is Katie Mulisiwa, Katie aka Lizoti, aka Lizo, your host, and we are so happy to be joined by one of our icons. What the icon? Yes, literally one of the icons that we have in our music industry, musician, business owner, and success guru. He knows what it takes to be relevant in this day and age and has a career spanning more than 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Vee Mampeezy.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be, you know what, BTC, thing a legendary telecommunication.
Yeah.
They've been there since the payphone.
Yes.
So I'm excited to be hosted by the legends because I'm a legend.
Oh, yeah, of course you are a legend. And speaking about marathons, Vee, when are you marathon?
You must ask my mother. Because guys, I won a marathon trophy. Go school, prize giving. Go marula months. I won it. I need to ask my mother. Marathon blind. So I get a marathon. I saw niggas number one, but I was respected for never giving up. I would always finish.
The point is to make it to the final, line, the finishing line.
Thank you. They give me a short so, and then Coach Arona, how what I'm press give you about what I you know, I used to run for my 42 kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would finish. I don't give up.
No, we love to hear that. In this day and age.
Yes.
Besides how performer, for sure.
Okay, so that I would say I do a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Western bypass ke walker. Kogen nante, gated community ke walk, ke harasa batho mo ba buso ba mputa ke walk. So I'm always working. So you know ke dumela mo you know to be healthy and you know we're one of those people when ba kile ba take ke COVID. So one thing a COVID to gore we win house na go nna botoka ke gore you have to exercise a lot, especially your lungs and everything. So exercise for me is a way of life. So marathon, you support 120.
And then Francistown, in one word, how would you describe ghetto? Because ghetto hela.
You know what? I was born in Francistown at Jubilee Hospital. So and then I was in school ko Selepa. So when you talk of ghetto, that's my place, you know. And one thing about ghetto, se ke ba se ratela, ba rata go support. Ba kopana ba nna one ba support selo. And I want to say big up to BTC. Go tsaya marathon ba isa go Francistown. Ka ndo ka bontsi di mo ga borone. That's a la pila re ka rena bile re batho ba go dikgaolo re nna la go go bo Francistown go bo Maung go bo kae. So taking this to Francistown, for me, I'm super excited about it. Yeah. So obviously Gero is the place to be this weekend.
And you're not just an artist, you know, we identify you as a movement, a community leader, an inspiration, someone who motivates us. What made you say yes to this particular gig? Perform after partying ya BTC.
Yeah. Actually, we were supposed to be in Zambia.
Wow.
Yeah, this coming weekend.
Yeah.
And I had to plead with those guys to change the date. Because one, you know, for me, BTC is such a good opportunity because BTC represent relevance. And, you know, for me, ke motho le gore a ke go le artist ka 2003 and ke dumela mo go maintain I want to work with BTC because I want to learn from them how they manage to stay relevant for this long.
Yeah.
Go tswa mo di phone tse di tsa megala to cell phones, you know. That's not a small thing.
Now
You know,
Wi-Fi.
now Wi-Fi, you
Yeah.
know, they move.
Yeah.
But so people like that are people you can trust. I always tell people when they want to use my brand for influencing the product is I tell them one thing about my brand, le show ka story sa gore even after 3 years it is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because you've seen that before.
Yeah.
So I trust BTC. That's why I get this Wi-Fi when go lapeng. Why? Because ke a itse gore ke show ka story sa gore ha e ka re ka mo go the company putile tsamaile. So it's ke a dumetse go bereka le bone because I want to learn how they do it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm more on learning
Yeah.
than what I go perform my hell. I'm so excited.
No,
Yes.
talking about wanting to learn, another key thing that we have come to learn about your particular brand is your evolution and your relevance. Why evolve with the times that we're in. We have the energy drink. Tomorrow we don't know what we're gonna have. Maybe a primary school in your name. You know, anything and everything is possible. Well, we want to know now
prophet.
about Kanya, your relevance. How do
Yes.
you stay relevant? What is your secret sauce spice to maintaining that relevance, Halayana, throughout the years?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, first and foremost, Mudimu again.
Yeah.
Mudimu, you know, God will mold your character before anything. You know, people think Harry Mudimu, but the principles of Mudimu, you mold a character, or change a character, or change and just learn parental discipline. So, and then two, to be relevant, it's very important. It takes a lot of humbleness to learn, you know, because sometimes you end up learning from babanyane mo go wena. Ha se rena bona go se ro learn mo baba tona hell wa bona. Ha bo le zozo ba tsenana ra ithuta gore o presenter na o ira yana ibile go podcast o ira yana wa bona. That's learning. The type of music o diriwang gone yana. You know, people will say, I mean, I've heard hits yama piano in different genre, you know, splashy, house kwasa, house. I do that because I learn, you know. At this time when I get to tamo yo no e bereka yang. I always take the good e be ke togela tse di sa siama. So to maintain in a nutshell is to learn and be humble.
Yeah. And keep growing also.
Grow, yes. Automatically, when you learn, you'll grow, definitely, because you have to graduate.
Yeah. For sure.
You have to graduate, so you can't just learn. Ki ile ko sekolong, ke a go ithuta law, and I'm one person along gore, I'm lazy to read. But I needed a challenge. And I know that without knowledge, knowledge is power.
True.
I had to go there. It's not like I'm not a lawyer or anything. My business is doing well, but I wanted to keep it to bala. So what kids on get research, AI, so it's learning is the secret. Yeah.
Now, one thing I've also picked is that marathons, this marathon BTC Francistown marathon and music careers, they have one thing in common. There's a long game.
Yeah.
5 kilometers, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. So I wanted to know what's been the hardest journey in your kilometer race so far in your career, and what have you done to overcome it or to look back about, hey, you know, but I'm fine now, and this is what I was able to do to fix my problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to go up, but to maintain is always a challenge. So I would say the biggest challenge is success. Once you are successful, there are too many enemies and too many campaigns going against you. Your success or no, renelen chance. Ke short bo BTC ya batsena. Ne le kanya or no kana BTC ya bolo gonna. Le rona re bata go tsena. Hey, na le government na le. Wa those kind of because when the challenge they lo di face and you have those people that they will campaign against you. Can't tell what we do a gatekeeper. Can't Can't be a music award and to tell you how about Samik and you can't complain or I get Samik because once you score I get Samik what no one else alone Samik. So you need to find other means, other means of getting airplay, other means of being relevant, like I had to make sure what gets some you channel because I know if I don't get airplay more high, at least the channel by level. I had to do MTV base, Trace Africa, ye ka to go ga tebile go tema mabatho motswedi FM, yes, but that would influence gore ke gone go boa ke tshamekiwa mo gae wa bona ke raya. So the biggest challenge is when you are big. One thing I would say about our industry in Botswana, it's a very controversial statement, but I just have to say it. They know how to make stars, but they don't know how to maintain.
Yeah.
So all the time you have a star, ya go godimo ya tswa, ya go godimo ya tswa. All the time, resources every day, but we don't build legends.
Yeah.
We need to balance. Otherwise, Rawana Ntsele newcomer all the time. You will find other industries where you tell Jay-Z. Jay-Z is more into the industry. Mo e leng gore o rekisa music wa artist mo leng. If you do that in Botswana, to ba bona view ba to jale nosi gona na re batla go rekisa music ya bana ba bangwe. Wa bona re ke raya. But the only way gore Jay-Z a gona na relevant ke gore ba anale that app e leng gore rekisa music.
Yes.
Wa nsoro ke raya.
Yeah.
Right now I have a production company ke build the stage, we have screens, we have all those things. But it's quite a challenge because how no so you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You don't know how to maintain on the legendary basis or legendary because this is the only thing I know. I grew up at this day. So then I'll go back to the studio and make a hit. And I'll start competing again. Because kids say like so we need to build those things. Now my dream is to one day keep on last man standing leading conference and music. Before last man standing big thing, get the one conference and music. For how do you become a superstar in Botswana? Because our industry is not like other industries. Botswana is 2 million people and you must understand our industry, but not emotional. You need to know how do you get in there, manipulate the system, and for a very long time. You can't use the strategies that you want to go states. South Africa, Zimbabwe, we need Rona from our experience. Vee, Chama, Franco, ATI, succeed. So other people can learn from that. That's my dream.
Yeah.
That's my dream. Yeah.
Speaking about success, I'm just gonna throw this hella curveball to you.
Yes.
Who is your threat? That's it. There's no industry. It's just who do you think is a threat to you?
More industry
Hey, mo Botswana.
I think it's me.
No, you're being politically correct. No.
You know why? You know why I would say that. You know what I would say? Like, you know what exactly what I just said to you now. I become too successful. Because I would say humbly, I'm saying this humbly.
Yeah.
At the moment, I just to compete internationally. I believe that will be my threat. Because I don't really compete in Botswana. That's what people are misunderstanding. I don't really compete in Botswana. And I want to see Botswana growing. I compete outside. Tata. The threats are meeting to go. And I get a born. Lima, let's give a South Africa. Had an students are going to view the whole line. And that's what people don't know. My real competition is outside.
Yeah.
If you could hear behind closed doors, you understand. But competition on Sorogiraya. But Mobotswana, yes, but for me, it's not my competition until Kessen Kamon Otava, music, Yakira, I want bookings, go ko Zimbabwe, ko UK, ko kai kai, then I will know gore we have competition right now.
I like that. No, nigga, but
I don't.
if I throw that one
you know what?
way.
Nna ke batla go bolela net. Ka ke buang ka teng, ke a bua.
Yeah.
Nka go tsong budeng podcast ke re what is mama les mama. I get to, because we used to do that at Rongola.
Yeah.
Really bo ko ram ko bo peace. Ne go ile beef ele similar names were mentioned. We had songs that were specifically speaking about other artists.
Yes, and dissing each other. Yes.
Yes, but I no longer do that because no, it will be actually like a computer lemong.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so I always prefer to keep quiet, but I always hear people talking but I keep quiet. So yeah, that's it.
And then in terms of your performance at the BTC After Party Marathon,
you know what? I'm just gonna have fun.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna have fun.
You do all the time anyway.
Yeah, because I'm no, it's anyway I'm gonna have fun because, like I said, I've been looking forward to BTC. I think I've tried it before, but thank God there are people here now who understand the vision. You know, you know, it's just a whole different people. Let's say but they couldn't get the vision. We have new people who understand the vision. So I'm super, super excited. How can I level up TikTok one? Can I really important? Nekile mo phone ya BTC ya bogologolo ya duela. It's how I feel about BTC. Because they've been there in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about this collaboration. So I'm just gonna have fun and enjoy myself.
I love it.
Yeah. And I have a new song. It's a hit. Yo.
I think I've heard it actually.
There's no way you can hear it.
Yeah. I think I've heard it.
There's no way because that song is a big hit. Yo is the next biggest thing in Botswana.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing my song, Yo, and that song is specifically it's about celebration, the football match, manyalo, and the marathon.
Yes. How And in closing up our conversation, legendary Vee Mampeezy, BTC is also celebrating 45 years. 45 anniversary
45.
years. 45.
My God.
What do you have to say to BTC?
BTC is big, guys. So niggas are so 45.
Yeah, 45. They've been in this game.
But we're on 20 years. It's 45
Oh, so man. What message do you have to BTC, Yalo, as our telecommunications network and provider for 45 years, mo Botswana?
So I remember and you'll never know and sometimes emergency. And then BTC came. You know, the whole game changed. Yes. And now I was staying with my grandma. Christmas. And I want to say big up to BTC. You are doing a great job. La gona le emergency motho wa gona go letsa wa bona la gona le dintsu o gona bolela ka nako o ipanganya ka nako ha gona le celebration wa bolelelo wa bona and all this is because of BTC unita batho wa bona e kopanya batho and is beyond the batho what does some business they are beyond money wa bona they really help people and communication is number one. But the one yalani BTC, kilo na le hetante. We rakala do zedi tona. BTC I hetante. So big up to BTC, 45 years old. Continue bringing Botswana together and united. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
much. Happy birthday. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Vee Mampeezy. You're going to be part of the performers at the BTC Francistown Marathon after party. It's going down at Orbit Itani Chilume Stadium, 26th of April. Ghetto, all roads are leading to where you are. So tell your friends to tell their friends. After partying, 100 pulanyana hela. Why eating it? Some mega account things to get your general ticket, and then if you want a VIP ticket, just deposit 1,000 pula into your Smega account. Alrighty, so thank you so much for being a part of our conversation. We really do appreciate having you here, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have yourself a great one. Cheers.